All right, Fusion fam, what's up?
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen?
Obviously, we ain't in Kansas anymore.
No.
We are at T3 Media Studios.
Looking lovely in this mug, ain't it?
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, it's looking good.
Beautiful.
We got the thanks to the man of the hour, Chris over here, man. He's the man.
What up?
Thank you so much, man. Let's intro this thing, man.
All right, let's do it.
But you know what? We got a new intro, so you know what you got to do.
You know I just be shooting from the hip, right? I don't just be doing that. I don't.
Well, you better get to it.
Bang, bang. Wow, Chris doing this thing.
Yeah.
So, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? You know what time it is. It's Fusion High Podcast. Blah, blah, blah. I'll just make up shit.
Man,
I just make up shit, man.
All right, get out of here, man. If you don't know what this is, I'm Chad.
And I'm Jeremy.
And together, this podcast, this tag,
you know it.
Collective,
Yeah.
Comic-Con Conquerors, these wrestling phenoms, WrestleMania, you have heard our pockets. And these gaming gods.
You know it.
We are
Fusion High.
Yeah.
Featuring Chris, come on down, man.
I never know how to follow y'all's intro is so damn good. I never know how to follow that. But I guess I'll just do it just like that. Like I said, I never know ever how to follow. This is my second time like really working with you guys. I don't know what to do with myself. I'm always going just hi, and I'm Chris. Yeah,
I'm doing a theme with the theme for the day for the '90s nostalgia.
Yeah, man.
So well, I'm glad to be here, and glad you guys want to record this episode here in the studio.
Yeah, man. Talking about the 90s, man. The 90s was such a great time, and maybe I'm biased because I lived it.
Yeah, right.
But I think it's just one of the best times, and it seems like we're kind of starting to go back there now. Like as far as like I'm looking at fashion and trends and just life in general. Now I'm getting 90s. I'm getting the 90s from it.
Yeah, because they keep making remakes of stuff from the 90s and everything like that. And let's be honest, we had an awesome ass childhood, yeah.
Oh,
we had an awesome childhood.
Man, we had pogs, bro. We had pogs. What y'all know about pogs?
Oh my God. Oh man. I don't know if the TV cover, man. We had Gargoyles, man. We had Darkwing Duck. We had didn't Pokemon come out in the 90s? Yes, it did.
It did. Oh my God. Oh, so I have a story. So when I was a kid in the 90s, so pogs were like a thing. So kids, if you don't know what pogs are basically little circular cardboard things that you would take and you would stack them on top of each other. You would have this silver thing, like it was a heavier circle called a slammer. And you would take it, and
coin,
you would,
right?
Yeah, it was basically like a little metal coin. You take it and like hit the little circular things. What's the purpose of this? I have no idea. But we did that mess, and it was fun. So this one time when I was a kid, I did like really good in school. So my mom like, I'm gonna take you, I'm gonna buy you some pogs. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go to the store and get me some pogs, bro. So I'm going into the store. We go to Walgreens, and I'm in there, and I go to we're like by the pharmacy, and I'm looking for the pogs, and I couldn't find them. So I'm standing there. I'm like, oh, I found them. These things are awesome. I'm like, Mom, hey, I want these pogs right here. She looked, she's like, you can't have those. I'm like, Mom, but they're pogs, they're right there. Like, they're all in boxes and everything. They're all like neat. Like, look at these wrappers. Like, these slammers are going to be like, man, they're going to be tight.
Yeah, tight slang.
Like tight was a slang term that we used back in the 90s. I'm just letting the kids know that.
In the late 1900s.
Oh my gosh, 1900s is crazy. So I'm like, yo, Mom, please, like, I want to get this. You said if I did good, I can get this stuff.
Yeah.
And she's looking mortified in the face. I'm like, Mom, what's wrong? She's like, son, you can't have these. I'm like, but you said. She's like, son, these are condoms.
Oh my God!
I was like, yo, what's that?
The new Trojan pods.
They were so weird
For her pleasure, bro.
But they were like, they were like out, and they were just like, so you know how the wrap is like a rectangle, more like a circle that looked like a circle.
Oh.
So I was like, I want these. These things are cool. No. Oh God. My mom looked so mortified. Oh my God.
Like, son, we're gonna have to have a talk.
You're right.
Yeah. Well,
like, son, what you doing right now?
Why do you really want these?
Mom, I made.
can't follow
my
that. I don't know what to say after that. Oh, I've never heard that story before.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about your '90s drama, trauma situation.
That's trauma.
Oh my God, they stop laughing at that.
That time when Sonic and Knuckles jumped you in the bed. Yeah,
Sonic and Knuckles.
They jumped you in the game.
Put your fist up.
Yeah.
Dot, 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 dot.
And all Jerry can say is, "Oh no."
That's 2000s, my friend.
Close enough.
Close enough, right? I mean, shoot, Sonic and Knuckles, man. I used to always want this game, man. The only way I would play it was in freaking Target off of 1960. Yeah, man, because we're broke. So and I finally got it. Late 90s. I think my dad got it for me, man. I got I always got stuff later.
Yeah.
Either mid to late 90s, like Nintendo 64, way later. Freaking Sega Genesis, way later. Except PlayStation. That was still good. I got that like 98, so it was still cool.
Yeah.
But man, what's your stories about the 90s, my friend? Chris?
I mean, where do we begin? Like, what, Bone Thugs Harmony? What do we
anywhere, man.
I miss my Uncle Charles.
Yeah.
Y'all.
So, like,
I don't know what
like straight from Cleveland. Yeah, that was pretty much everything from the thing that I remember most about the '90s. I mean, that was what, from the age of 10 to 19, all the way to my graduation and what. So yeah, but I remember. Oh, okay, here we go. Here's some trauma. I remember. Actually, no, I wouldn't. You know what? Okay, all right. This is my confession. No,
all right.
There was a period of time when I was so hooked on the Power Rangers.
Sweet.
Okay.
When this Green Ranger came out, the coolest brother in the world, Tommy. Not even the Black Ranger. The Tommy was my brother, right?
All right.
And I was like, I gotta keep up with this storyline. And I think Power Rangers wasn't a weekly show; it was an everyday show. So it was the new episode every day.
Yes.
But the timing of it was like right when I got out of school, and I was gonna miss it. Tell me why I used to skip school. Just so I can finish that. Just to keep my man. That Green Ranger, man. He was tight.
That was a storyline for the ages.
He was a menace, bro. Do you remember when he jumped in the Megazord?
And who was the first one he punched?
Man.
No. The first one he punched was Kimberly. It was Kimberly Trina. One of the girls.
It was women, bro.
Equal fight, equal right.
Yeah.
Hands are ready to eat for everybody.
Yeah, everybody.
Women first.
You were like, it must have been Jason, right? He always hated that.
Yeah,
No,
he hated Jason.
Kimberly, right there, bam, like
That's crazy.
right in the jaw.
That was when that happened. I was like, man, Power Rangers is the best thing ever. You kicked them out their own thing. What kind
out of their own doors. Yeah.
Kicked them out their own Megazord.
One man, y'all. One freaking man. Wow.
I mean, he had the key. He had the access. I mean, that's why
he had the Dragon Zord. He had the Dragon Flute.
Yeah, the Dragon Dagger. Hell yeah.
Man, my friend had a Dragon Dagger. I was so jealous.
Oh, for real.
I wanted one so bad, man.
Me too.
But I ended up getting Saba the sword. I ended up getting that, but I never got the Dragon Flute, man.
The songs in Power Rangers are so basic.
Yeah.
White Ranger, Tiger Power. White Rangers kept repeating.
Oh, no, but they were bangers.
Go Green Ranger.
I've been sitting in the back of my mom's car. She driving. I'm just going, Gah. My mom doesn't know what I'm doing. Shut that back up. You shut up, Rita. Oh, no.
Right out to Carla Perez.
Shout out to Carla Perez, by the way.
We definitely had her on the show, so definitely check that out, man. She's the best.
She's awesome, man. The Simpsons, because I was thinking about her, your mama just choking when you said, "Shut up, Rita." What you said? Why you little? Oh man.
The '90s still harbored that perfect line of child that you can't get away with now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Nah, you can't choke the kids.
You can't choke the kids.
Get proud upon that now.
I mean, legally you always really couldn't, but on TV you could.
That made it look so entertaining on TV.
I mean, child neglect. Judy Winslow going upstairs and never coming back down.
They put Judy Winslow in the attic, bro. She was like Homer's little brother. What was his brother name?
Oh no, it was Bart's brother.
Bart's, yeah, Bart's brother. Yeah, that's what I meant.
No, Homer has a brother too.
Yeah,
I meant Bart's
Hugo.
brother.
But
Hugo. They put Hugo.
Yeah, he had a twin. But no, you talk about Uncle Herb too. Homer's brother.
Yeah, that's all. I meant Hugo.
Hugo. Man,
that was funny.
It was just, man, dang.
Yeah, Judy went up there and never was seen again. But I guess we know what she did in her off time.
Yeah,
but that wasn't in the 90s, so we can't talk about that.
I imagine now somebody's gonna have a sign at WrestleMania. Judy eats corn the long. Never mind.
That's hilarious, bro.
I like that wrestling because they had them wild signs back in the 90s, man. The Attitude Era.
Oh my god, wrestling! I remember the first time I would watch it at like the barbershop with my dad. I remember being totally afraid of Paul Bearer and Undertaker because Paul Bearer was like eerily white and his voice was so eerie. I was so afraid. And then I'm watching it and he's like, mommy, but not in a weird way.
Yeah, no. I like how you said eerily white. You scared of white guys, man?
Yeah, man, he was pale, bro. Like I never seen anybody that pale. But then I grew to love it so much, man. Like Vince McMahon, Stone Cold. That's to me, that's like the most epic rivalry. Like almost in TV. That's like in TV in general.
Yeah. Well, he embodied like the working man going up against the boss.
Yeah. You never really saw it like that, not to this extent. Because it was hundreds of hours of them just going like at it.
The infamous was that Bedpan?
I was literally about to say that.
I was like, oh my god.
Oh yeah, nurse. I'll be right with you.
Oh, the whole it's me, Austin. It's me all along. Like, and then you hear Jim Ross, son of a bitch.
Everybody loved doing that Vince McMahon impression.
And the walk, you got to hit.
Oh yeah.
You got to hit the walk. Oh my god.
Life sucks. And then you die. Oh man!
And it was funny seeing how he would be like that even in real life and in real moments. When he said the infamous line or famous line, I didn't screw Brett. Brett screwed him. Brett.
Yeah. And that's when Vince McMahon became a heel.
That's when he came. That's when he became his character.
Mr. McMahon. He became. He's like the ultimate antagonist in TV. Like he was so goated. Like I know this is gonna skip over to the 2000s, but he made Shawn Michaels fight against. It will mean tag with God.
Yeah, tag with God.
It had a whole angle. This man is diabolical and evil. And don't forget about Undertaker throwing Mankind off Hell in a Cell.
Yeah,
that happened then too. Yeah. That was the craziest. I thought Mankind was finito, done.
They said it.
And I think it was around that time when they really had to acknowledge it and make like warnings of was it commercials? I can't remember when they were like, "Don't try this at home."
Or before the episode even come on. Sometimes they say that.
I was trying that at home. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh yeah,
I was hitting all my friends with some sweet chin music.
Hey, bro,
I put them in sharpshooters,
stunners.
Yep.
I used to jump off the couch doing the Swanton bomb. I believe it or not, I used to do it.
Definitely. I've seen him do it. He definitely can do it. I never could flip like that in my time. I was not capable and able of doing so. Man.
Oh my god.
Man, you know, like
wrestling, man.
Oh God, I love it. And then I hated Triple H so much. Triple H got on my nerves back then, dude.
Why? He was so good.
Yeah, but that's why.
That's a cerebral assassin.
Yeah, I thought that I like hated him. I'm like, I hate Triple H. He makes me mad. But I realized, like, the more I became a fan and I understood what wrestling was,
good at
I was like, you just a goat at this.
He's good.
You're a goat at this. Okay. Yeah. And then don't forget about the whole DX versus the NWO.
Man.
Remember they rolled up the tank?
Technically it was WCW. I know you're talking about.
Same.
Yeah.
They rolled the tank up there. They were outside trying to get them to come out, which was absolutely crazy.
Like, why would they all be there? I mean, that's headquarters. I'm like, all
the rest of the
like, why would they be there?
Yeah.
like NWO just sitting there like on the stoop, just waiting for DX to roll up. Just like this is Brooklyn.
Hulk Hogan,
I didn't really go, well, actually, it was WCW. I just had an actually moment. My bad.
It's funny. Hulk Hogan's like, get off my yard, brother.
Jeremy over here mansplaining the attitude era.
Actually, it was WCW. Yeah, okay.
I got the glasses.
But that's just the sign of a true fan. That's how we get. We correct each other on the spot.
Well, actually, Chadwick.
Was it was deep? Relax.
Hey, man, hold on.
Like, that wasn't Hogan. That was Sid Vicious. Like, come and go out and get the proof.
Speaking of Sid Vicious, when he hit that, he tried to do that double arm. He destroyed his leg.
Oh, I remember seeing that footage.
Oh my God.
I don't like looking at broken bones.
I don't
Yeah,
either.
it's
That's
crazy.
something like I can't do it.
Yeah, and all he was doing is a basic axe handle off the top.
Yeah, and his leg just went the other way.
Yeah, no go. Damn.
I'm like, is it real? Is it real?
Yo, mom,
real to
that's
me.
funny because my mom used to say, man, wrestling's fake. I said, why you say it's fake? She said, because you hit a person on the head with a chair. That's fake. And then come to find out that was real. Oh my God. Like after the whole Ben Walk thing, was like, yeah, we're not doing that no more, man. CTE is real. Hitting guys in the head with foreign objects. Golly. No. So, nah, mom, you're wrong. Sorry.
Man, those chair shots were crazy. I was watching a video the other day of they were talking about unprotected chair shots.
Oh, yeah.
And they were taking them, bro. I was like, how did y'all do that? Man, that was the 90s.
I don't know why I heard that and I thought unprotected back shots. I don't know why.
Well, I'm sure some of that was happening back
Like, wow, like that was crazy.
Them raw panty matches.
Oh, man.
That was the 90s, kids.
Turned Chad into a house.
Oh, young man.
I was like, oh, my voice went, hello there.
Hello.
Oh yeah, but there you go. Like, that's another example of the attitude there in the 90s. The women's wrestling wasn't respected.
No, it
back
wasn't,
then,
man.
and it was only if you could present a beautiful, a stereotypical beautiful woman. You had to be like they would try to turn supermodels into semi wrestlers instead of the other way, athletes into super. I don't know.
Because you had Jacqueline, you had Jazz, you had some people
that were legit.
The Blade, you had some people there that could actually do it, but that wasn't the emphasis. And they barely got more than 1 or 2 minutes, 3 to 4 minutes, maybe. I think I'm being generous.
Well, to be fair, because people would always go, the women are wrestling, time to go to the bathroom. It's a bathroom.
It was
just time to get something out of the fridge.
But back in the day, even like back in the old days, man, women's wrestling was a sideshow. It wasn't really the main thing.
Yeah.
So
come on,
they kept that. I mean, that's being real.
Yeah, no,
80s and 90s. Come on, Glow. Did you
Glow?
Did you watch a little bit of
I didn't even know that was a thing till later on in life.
Oh, you thought the Netflix show was an original thing?
Well, I heard about it, but I've never seen it before.
Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling. Yeah. Big Bad Mama was on Married with Children.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
In the 90s.
90s. Yep. But also, Wild Women of Wrestling. Not this new generation, but back then. But I think I seen it back in the year 2000. That was a thing, too.
Yeah.
Wild Women of Wrestling.
I used to watch that, too.
Because Alundra Blake, or what was her name? Medusa. She was on that show, too. And now it's... Dude, it look like softcore porn, bro.
Oh, you crazy.
This shit looks...
Corn on the cob the long way.
Yep.
But just, dude, those signs, every time I see it out in the crowd, those signs crack me up.
Oh, he's corn the long way.
He's corn the long, yeah. Dominic eats corn the long at every episode.
Yeah. There was so many, man. There were so many great TV shows back then.
Yeah,
like Martin, classic. I used to have to record it for my mom. Cause they used to go somewhere. I can't remember where they would go, but I would have to record Martin. Right. I would have to record the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Cool. Yeah. Well, okay, let's do that. Run it down. What's your? Give me your.
Okay,
your
Martin,
TV shows.
Martin, I love Martin. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Right.
Frasier. Girlfriends.
Okay.
I've been watching Girlfriends. Boy, they were some toxic trash people, but that was my show though. I didn't realize that back then that they were some of them were just bad. They were bad.
It was a
Tony was so bad, and I was watching a clip today where dang, I forget the girl's name. George, what is that lady's name? I keep calling her the mom from Blackish.
Tracy Ellis Ross.
Tracy Ellis Ross, yeah, based on her name. Where her assistant was basically cheating on the husband, and she left. She sent a voicemail to the house, and he found it on the answer machine. And I saw and felt such heartbreak in the screen because he was like, hey, you left a message. So he hits play, And then she hears herself talking to the girls about how she was cheating on him. And she tried to turn it off. He's like, no, let it play. Let it play. And she's like, no, baby, I'm sorry. Don't leave. He just go and get his suitcase. He's walking out. And he's like, you made me eat dinner with this man. You made me do all this stuff. I was like, oh my God. Like, that level of drama back then, like, I couldn't appreciate it as a kid. But now when I'm watching it, I'm like, these shows are masterful. Like, Living Single is that way. Yeah. Like, I just liked Living Single growing up, but I never realized until I rewatched it of how good a show it really is.
The one thing about Living Single, because I'm gonna do it. Actually, well, you know that Living Single was actually the prototype to Friends. Like, Friends was the show that but it was 100% in the design. They didn't want to promote it that much, so they were like, well, let's recreate it, make it an all-white cast, and then that's how Friends came out. Yeah. And it's like, it's not even a secret anymore. Friends actors will acknowledge it. That Queen Latifah and them, they're not lying. That it was 100% in the design. And so, which is why on my channel, I'm always, every time I hear the whole the agenda of trying to make everything about what people are. No, there were real agendas back in the day.
I seen. You know what? It's funny. I just seen your clip recently too about like the whole Harry Potter thing. About and he was like, "Oh, it wasn't an agenda, motherfucker." You know, I was like, "Well, you didn't curse," but I was like. Damn, he's strong about that.
I mean, for real. But in Harry Potter, it still counts because I think that book came out in the 90s.
It sure did. Came out
we still on brand.
Came out in the late 90s. Oh, man. I love Harry Potter. I did a book report on that when I was in high school. So, like, a couple books had been out. And they were like, go to the library and check out a book. And I was like, oh, Harry Potter. There you go. I was like, this would be easy, but I feel like,
there you go. Yeah. What about
TV shows? TV shows? Oh man, so you know, back in the 90s it was like a black renaissance, right? Yeah. So I like because UPN underpaid Negro. I'm joking. Malcolm and Eddie. Hello, Big Tim. What's up? Then you have Homeboys in Outer Space. Loved it. Space Hoop.
Okay, calm down. Hold on.
Wait, what? I haven't heard about that. I haven't heard that show in a long. I remember I haven't heard that title in so long.
Okay, so you didn't love that show, but you watched it though.
Well, he gonna tell me about LaQuation and them boys.
Do you love? I want you to go back and watch it. And then we go
trash, right? I know.
Oh, because I did.
Where'd you find that? Because I gotta watch it now.
I found it on the internet.
Oh yeah. Freaking YouTube probably.
Hey, One Piece came out then too. And I'm a pirate. Iron, baby.
Hey, because some of that stuff was cheesy. Because I remember some of the stuff that you would do with the aliens and stuff like that, and how they beam people and stuff. But it's funny, space hoopty and stuff.
Yeah, but no, it was cool. It was like cool for what it was.
I mean, 1-on-1, half and half. What was that? Spark? Was it not Sparks and Sparks? But it was like because James Avery was on there. But it was a lawyer firm. No, it was Sparks. It was like Sparks.
It sounds familiar. Oh,
I forget the name of the show.
It had the dude that was in the Sixth Man. Oh my God.
Oh man.
But I know what you're talking about.
Guys in the chat, if you can remember, let us know.
Right. Shoot. What else you got? SmackDown. It's technically a TV show in the 90s, came out in 1999.
The Rock's show, SmackDown, what they called it. Yeah.
I was like, The Rock got his own show? That's crazy.
That's nuts, son. Damn, what else they had back then? Oh, shoot. Man, these goats, by the way. So, put a little other stuff in there. Okay. Xena Warrior Princess.
Hercules.
Go ahead. I've been like, that's why I wanted to do this episode, because I've been like watching stuff like from the 90s. From the past. And I was watching a clip of Xena where like Xena was basically like trying to avoid like something, so she jumped off like a cliff. Oh yeah. And that's it. I showed she flipped. Like, it looks so bad. You have to insert this in here.
That's stunt double.
She just flipping forever. And then she was jumping on a boat. She jumped on the cliff and she like front flipping on a forever.
I think they went to commercial break, and when he came back, she was still flipping.
You know they used to do that back in the day. You ain't wrong, Chris. What were your favorite shows back in the 90s, man?
Oh man, like you said, like I was watching Hercules. Then when Xena came out, that was it. I finished Hercules but I never came back to Hercules after Xena. That was my show.
Oh, hell yeah.
Callisto. I love Callisto. But some other shows, like you said, Martin. What else was I watching? And then I got weird. I started watching, Friends. I started watching... Dang, now you put me... Now, I was thinking about all these shows, and now I'm on the spot.
I know.
You said, no, UPN. I was there too. No, okay. That was my cartoons. Okay, we did. Rugrats.
Rugrats straight fire.
Yeah. What else? Because I remember I love Doug so much was because it came out in 1991, and I know that because Doug was 11 years old and I was 11 years old.
Oh, sweet.
So it's stuck in my head.
Hey, that's crazy. I remember I was in the first grade, I believe, and when that came out, oh my God, Doug was such a
Y'all had cable in your house?
Yeah, on channel 13.
No, it was
Nobody came on channel 13.
Later. I know what you're talking about. That was later.
One thing, but you guys remember how we had Saturday morning cartoons on regular TV? I remember there's a YouTube. I can't remember the video, and I'll edit it in. But there's a YouTube video that explains why we don't have Saturday morning cartoons the way we used. It's a government thing. Some laws that were passed.
For real?
Yeah, it was weird. Like,
That breaks my heart.
I just felt like we outgrew it because there were so many.
What?
Well, no, if you look at it like this, you have so many different ways of watching.
True.
You have
but this
all
was
the
before the internet and
to
streaming,
watch.
though.
Yeah.
They got rid of it way before that.
That's great.
Because you have like channel 13 here that probably still plays. I don't know about now, but at one point that was like the last.
Sometimes I see it if I'm at the gym if I go early, but it's just like PBS.
PBS, I was gonna do that though. And I used to watch PBS too, like freaking Wishbone.
Yeah.
Wishbone.
Carmen Sandiego, Wearing Times, Carmen Sandiego. I'm too big of PBS. Shit, here's another good TV show back in the day. Mr. Bean. Mr. Bean.
God.
Yeah.
No.
It woke me up to British. It made me realize that the Brits exist. British television exists. The HBO, The Kids in the Hall. That was a show that I watched a lot. It was a comedy, sketch comedy show. In Living Color.
Mad TV.
Mad. There you go.
Man, Saturday Night Live when it was golden.
It
was golden.
It was the 70s.
I get it. Technically 70s, but
it was
still playing.
Yeah,
it's 50 years old now.
But like created in the 90s, I was mostly cartoons is what I was watching. Like you said, Gargoyles, Gummy Bears, the Disney Afternoon is what it was called.
Aladdin, Little Mermaid, freaking who else you got? You got Darkwing Duck, Goof Troop. Yeah.
Oh, you know they're remaking Darkwing Duck?
For real?
Yeah.
They reintroduced them in that new DuckTales thing.
Yeah, they did.
It's actually fire.
It was pretty good.
How you count that show?
You got Gizmo Duck in there too.
Yeah.
It was kind of good.
Blabberfly, whatever he used.
Blathering Blatherskite. Yeah.
I can't remember that.
Do you? Would this be? I'm not gonna. Well, no.
Mention it. What is it?
Well, like made for TV type movies. Like there was Generation X. They had a movie. It was a very bad. I wouldn't even call it a B movie. It was very C or D. Yeah. They did that in the 90s. It was very.
Was it like X-Men? X-Men bootleg?
Yeah. Well, it was a cartoon that was a comic book called Generation X.
Oh.
And they made a TV show out of it, but it was so under budget. Yeah. It was so. I had to look it up. It's free on YouTube.
I bet it is.
Go to YouTube, guys.
Yeah.
But
man, don't forget about Animaniacs too.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Yeah.
Animaniacs, straight fire.
Speaking of UPN, the Marvel Hour on Sundays with Stan Lee. He would talk first, like
Spider-Man.
Greetings, true believers. And he'll talk about like Iron Man, and then he'll turn around and talk about Iron Man and everything like that. And that was a Marvel Hour because you had Fantastic Four, and then you had Iron Man like right after that. So that was the Marvel Hour. And then you talking about on Fox. So you had like, oh my God, Spider-Man was one. The Hulk on UPN too.
You mentioned Stan Lee. Now I'm thinking about Stan Lee. He's such a wholesome dude.
Oh, I love
the way he spoke and the way Vince McMahon speaks are so unique. I imagine now a movie where the angel and devil on your shoulders, like the angel comes up, true believers, and then the devil comes out. You gotta make them kiss your ass. I love that.
That's funny. Making a TV show now.
well, Jeremy, don't do that. That's not real Christian like.
No, screw that, Jeremy. Put her in a bikini and make her dance for you.
Vince, I kind of did what you dug on that.
Vince, you got to speak right now.
Stan, I'm convinced.
Stan, you heard the man, damn it.
Excelsior!
Right? I love this, dude. Oh TV show ideas, guys. Here we go. Here we go.
Oh my God.
90s was great.
Oh my gosh. Yo,
which show was better? Martin or Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
Oh, damn. Why would you freaking do that, you asshole?
That's the question. I'll make that a polling question too later on.
That's a dope. You should do that
because to me
They got their own thing.
What network did Martin play on?
Martin was on Fox.
Martin was on Fox. And Fresh Prince was like CBS or ABC?
ABC, I believe.
ABC,
Okay.
yeah. I think ABC.
Man, I'm more partial to.
I say Martin, bro.
So see,
But
this is a thing.
It's kind of weird because they're both together on Bad Boys.
Because,
Like,
what? See, I'm always about finishing strong, right? So
Okay.
Fresh Prince was more consistent. Martin was goated up until when him and
Gina then they started beefing.
Because I went, I like watched Martin like recently. Cause I watched with my kids,
right?
And so as I'm watching it, I'm like, you can see the chemistry start to fade,
right.
And then when they couldn't like film next to each other, like they did a decent job of like making the show good, but you could tell like.
It ain't the same.
It wasn't the same. It wasn't the same. Like, how they not in the same place? Like when on the last episode, like that's crazy.
It 100% rested on Martin's shoulders mostly.
Yeah.
But I feel like the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air did a good job of putting more exposure and time, and we got to love and care for the rest of the family a little bit more. I mean, we all cared about Gina and all them too, but I think I don't know. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air just had that family aspect of it that made me care a little bit more about the rest of the cast.
Right. Yeah, it definitely was more of a, I would say, family oriented.
And it's funny, staying in the 90s, man, like they had more shows that was family oriented back then. Like look at today. We don't have a lot of those family, because even in the 80s they did it too, but like I was just telling my wife and like other people going, they don't have a lot of family TV shows. Like now, like they got one or two, but like you gotta think about it. We were just talking about like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. What else they had? No, Elvis in the 80s. Damn, it was a bunch of TV shows like that. Family Matters. Damn, what's some other shows? It's a bunch of shows from like the 80s to the 90s.
It went from the 80s to the 90s, like Married with Children. That was from the Simpsons. That was started in the 80s, went to the 90s.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, all those is like that. Well, once again, like the Cosby's, because it went from the 80s to the 90s. Yeah, all that.
A Different World was a 90s show.
Yeah, produced by Bill Cosby. Like holy moly, he and I. Even though they said he did what he did, whatever. Come on, man. He helped a lot. Well, he encouraged a lot of black people to go to college. Our sisters and brothers and moms and dads and all that good stuff.
Definitely
even cooking nuts.
I feel like it's okay to acknowledge the character, like the persona and the good things he did. But at the same time, I'm still gonna but all the things that he was doing behind the scenes was effed up.
You can separate those things.
And it's like, so we've had this conversation on our show. Like, when do you separate the art and the artist? Like, to me, I think you can separate them when the things they did don't reflect in the art that they're like,
especially when they're hypocrites.
Yeah. So to me, that's when it's cool. Like if Bill Cosby all of a sudden started putting what he did in a TV show or like being so against it, but then that's what he's doing. It's like, bro, I'm not watching this.
Yeah, I like Heathcliff Huxtable. I don't give a fuck about Bill Cosby kind of a thing.
Yeah. Because it's saying like with R. Kelly.
Yeah,
which I guess that's something.
That's 90s.
What did Dave Chappelle say? He was like, he came up to, why you gonna make a video making fun of me about having a guy pee on a girl? And Chappelle was like, why did you make a video about that? You set yourself up for real. No, you're not talking.
Like you did it first.
You did what you did, but funnier.
Exactly. But the separating the artist from the art, that makes sense.
Yeah, and that's how I do a lot. Of course, like damn, that hurt. But man, because like for example, kind of keep it 90s, like Jeff Hardy. He was one of the guys that opened doors at King of the Ring and all that. Was it? Yeah, King of the Ring. Mm-hmm. And, him and his brother became a great tag team. And later on, they both did singles in the 2000s. But to see him, like, fall, man, the whole, DUIs and all that good stuff like that. And then it's like, oh, man, come on, bro.
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, it was hard to see, man. I still remember, even though this is going to step off the 90s thing for a second, but, like, I still remember him going to TNA to have that match. Right. And he was out of there. There was no way he was competing. Like, as a fan of somebody, I've loved you since the 90s. Yeah. So to see you, like, in that state, it was hard to see, but it's so cool to see him now.
Right. Yeah. Like, you come out of it. Yeah.
He's good. He's clean. He's happy. He's back in TNA's last WWE right now. Like, it's pretty cool to see that.
So that's pretty cool, but oh my God. Boom. Yeah. Team Extreme, bro. 1999, bro.
I still remember.
What?
When the Hardys and Lita are all fighting, and Lita just like rips her shirt off. I'm like, Yo, what? Oh, so like as a kid, I was just like, oh, that's cool. She's getting hype. But like I watched it as an adult. I was like,
What's the
what you do that for?
What's the meaning of this?
I'm like, what you do that for? I mean, I know, but what you do that for?
I mean, well, in the 90s, everybody was trying to, with the whole Generation X thing, everybody was, like you said, Team Extreme. Everybody was trying to be extreme. That was like the word of the 90s.
Man,
the letter of the 90s was the letter X for the most part.
Yeah.
Part of why Elon Musk is so weird about it. Weird. but like 90s was always pushing. I remember watching some pay-per-views where they would purposely push the boundary, and I can't remember if it was a pay-per-view or if it was a Raw episode. And guys, look it up for me. But there was an episode, or there was a pay-per-view where Triple H was always trying to convince women in the audience to lift their shirt.
It was the 90s. That was the 90s, bro.
Yeah,
She's like, no, you're like, take it off.
But I couldn't remember if it was pay-per-views or if it was
I think it was a Raw, bro.
And then this woman did it.
Yeah,
a lot of women did it, and then but I don't know if the censors were quick enough for the most part.
They still ain't quick enough, bro. They still ain't quick enough.
Like, I'm just kidding, unless you're gonna do it.
Puppies.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Puppies.
Yeah. And when you brought up the but I guess this is in the theme of what you were bringing up earlier about having your childhood heroes or people that you were fans of, like Bill Cosby and whatnot. Like when you talked about Paul Bearer.
Yes.
I remember when I was at a Raw or an event or something like that, and this was when the Undertaker was a heel, and Paul Bearer obviously he was a heel still too, and. You thought at first you thought, okay, is that the character, but when you become an adult, you realize, no, that's probably how they really are in real life, bleeding out. So what happened was there was some other black guys that was like the city down from me, and they were being super like they were trying to pick at anybody that was coming out.
Oh, okay.
And then when they got to talking trash about Paul Bearer and then the Undertaker, I forgot what they said, but I remember when he reached out to him and tried to touch his arm.
Yeah.
Paul Bearer was like, "Get your hands off of me, you black bastard!" Like, what?
No, not Paul Bearer.
And then whenever the Undertaker did something to his opponent, he would look back at those same guys and was and you can call me a liar if you want to, but I was there. He said, "What'd you think about that, buckwheat?"
Oh,
yo, he doing it right. He doing it right. Hey, he doing it right, bro. That's damn good heel work.
And I was like, okay, so is this the character, or is this him, or is it a little bit of both? Either way, I don't know. I'm like, I was appreciative that the Undertaker would always stay quiet.
Thanks, Taker, for being quiet.
Yeah. Like,
get your hands off me, you black bastard!
And then later on when they came back, he was a face, and he was the nicest guy, letting all the kids, the black kids, the white kids, come on, touch the urn, kids. I was waiting for him to like pull the urn away from the black one. Like, no, not you. But no, yeah, exactly. Stop. Like it's an urn. It's not crack. I don't know. I was waiting for it. So it confused me. I was like, was that him? But then I learned that there was a lot of prejudice stuff going like behind the scenes and stuff.
Of course. That's
a lot of stuff like that in wrestling and even with that, like Kamala, guys, come on, Kamala.
Yeah.
You know, who was that character Tony Atlas played when he came back? Because he was like some African dude. And like, he's like, bro. I was like, Tony Atlas, like one of the first black tag team champions.
Yeah.
Like, how do you do that? Like, oh, man.
So Vince, a lot of the times back then, he wanted to create characters that people would hate. Like, it would have to be going on like in the times right then and there. So he would take that person and like, we're going to put this character out there. We're going to put this character out there. So that's why a lot of people would leave, because they're like, I don't want to be like a character. I want to be like myself.
But I also heard, and I think, who was that? I think it was Conan from the Keep It 100 podcast. I think he said that because they were talking about this particular subject right here. And I think Michael Hayes said it. Well, probably is Michael Hayes. And he was like, what's my gimmick? He's like, you are the gimmick. Talking about a black person. I was like, wait, being black is my gimmick? Like, yeah, there you go. Congratulations, kid. You're the gimmick.
Wow.
Yeah.
And they would all, it was always a pattern that I would always feel like developing, and I would like why did the two brothers have to be crime time and all that kind of stuff? Like,
I know you
like, and I'm
ATG and Chad. Oh my god.
It's like they would always do that to the black, like when the '90s though, when the Nation of Domination came out. I was like, all right, okay, so it's but then if they do it the way the Black Panthers did it, so it could be something. But Farouk. But when The Rock took over, not only the leader of the Nation of Domination, the ruler of the nation. Man, I was like, damn, Rock just.
It brought him out though. It brought him out.
Yeah.
One more thing, Hakeem, the African Dream.
Oh my god.
We went from the one man gang to Hakeem the African Dream. And him and his y'all, I don't know if y'all remember. I don't know if that was the early '90s or the late '80s. Oh, somebody, hey, put that in the comics, man. Then what was this manager Slick? When it's Slick, the black dude with the hat. Yeah. Oh man, he always come in, like this. I was like, oh man, that shit was trash, but funny at the same time.
But sports though, in the '90s though, it popped off. I mean, in all aspects. Well, I said that was when Michael Jordan was blowing up. That was, I mean, we had a lot of great things. I
remember in the '90s. I don't really watch sports, but oddly enough, I listen to and watch a lot of things that talk about sports. So I always have random sports knowledge. But I remember the Rockets won the championships back to back
in the '90s. Yeah, 97 and '98. I believe it was 97. Was it 96 or 97?
No, it might have been earlier than that because I remember Mortal Kombat came out. I remember my my dad got it for me.
Yeah,
like it was waiting for me when I got home. We went to the parade downtown.
I can't wait until we start talking more about movies.
Hey, that's where we're going next. So I remember I went down to there. They were spraying people with they had bust open the hydrants. They were spraying people.
94 and 95.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, so the Rockets were all coming down the street in the parade, and it was like, oh my god, you guys are so cool. Oh my god. Right. I'm like, yo, I'm ready to go home and play Mortal Kombat. That's cool.
I want to play video games.
Unlike Jeremy, I had the Sega Genesis when it came out, and I played it right there on the spot.
Sorry, my parents were divorced.
My mom I was raised by a single mom, but she was a single mom who overcompensated by buying us stuff like going broke to keep us spoiled. That was crazy.
Oh my god!
I wasn't complaining back then, though.
I bet you weren't. Shoot, I wouldn't. You were a kid. Why not?
Man, so what's some of your favorite movies?
Yeah, you're the movie man.
Dude, where do you begin, man? You go from Independence Day to Shawshank Redemption to The Matrix was 99.
No, The Matrix came out in the 90s. Yes,
yeah, Matrix 99. Yeah.
Such a man. That movie changed everything.
You felt like you were going into the 2000s.
Yeah.
To the future.
I was getting ready for Y2K, man.
Yeah.
I was ready. Like the Matrix had us ready, man. I'm like, this is what it's gonna be like if all the power goes out. It's gonna be like this.
I mean, I was working at Blockbuster Video in the 90s, so I was getting all those movies. I remember I kept protesting watching Titanic because everybody was getting so much praise, and then I finally watched it, and I'm at home. Oh my God, why did I not watch it? What a masterpiece!
I'm not gonna lie. The Titanic.
Fuck.
I did not. The movie is good. Let's not get it twisted.
Yeah,
but
I but they were puppies.
No. I hated it. They were definitely puppies.
Yeah.
I remember my mom was like, "Cover your eyes." I'm like,
no.
I'm grown. I was not grown.
Yeah.
They're pink.
But yeah, man, Rose made me so mad, bro. Jack didn't have to die.
No.
I watched the movie and I see there's room on the board. My wife, if it was me and her, we would take turns getting in the water.
Yeah.
No matter what, but I would try to being the guy, being the husband, being the lover that I am. I'm gonna try to look out for my wife.
Yeah.
But she loved me too. So she's gonna be like, baby, I'll take some of this for you. I'll take some of this for you.
I used to love you and just roll away.
Yeah.
It just made more sense.
She watched that dude die, and then he basically like, oh, you're dead? Oh,
yikes.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Be chum for the sharks.
Yeah, exactly. I'm still rich after this, so.
And my favorite part of the movie was when that dude fell with a blow split, and that dude hit that propeller and started spinning real fast.
Yeah,
that's the best part of the movie. I was like, damn, he dead. You know he gone, bro.
Technology can never surpass this.
Right? I was proving him wrong. I think me and my cousin ruined her tape, man, because me and her rewind that so many times. She used to watch that scene, bro. That's
I gotta see the story. But go
ahead. No, go.
But it's she sat there and she kicked Jack off the thing and watched him die.
There you go.
And then she got remarried And all she did was dream about Jack.
She took his name. She took his last name.
All she did was dream about her man, but she was married and had other kids. So like,
Yeah, she thought about him while she was making those kids.
yeah,
Yes.
you dreamed about some D you got like years ago, but you kicked them off in the ocean. Like, no, you are a terrible person.
She would have found a way to spin it back on her husband. I went through a traumatic experience. I cannot believe you're having this discussion. I'll talk to you when you calm down.
She,
Sir.
hey,
That's about right.
so she basically was like face off. Hey, you gonna put this mask on? You gonna be Jack every time you get it on? Cause
Why do you keep calling me Jack? Man, shut up. Take it, Jack. Take it.
yeah, I'm putting 70s. I say Jack a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she went all the way back to get the thing, get the diamond, and
Just to chunk it.
yeah, I'm like, you have
Must be
bad
nice to be that rich.
Yeah.
No, right? Don't wait money
bad
out.
time management skills. You waste everybody's time. You are not a good person.
But Celine Dion making bank out of that movie, bro.
Man.
Boy, them songs from the 90s, boy.
Man.
That was during the Total Request Live years.
Oh man,
Oh, my
TRL. Oh,
Pop-up video.
Yeah, that's it,
I don't know what y'all know about that.
I still watch
Pico.
TRL from time to time.
Really?
Yeah, it comes on.
Really?
Wait, MTV still plays music?
Right? So
No,
16 and pregnant?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, right? That's all they
Ridiculousness?
play. Yeah. That's all they play. I just watched Ridiculousness the other day.
Really?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. So, what was some of your favorite? Well, no, let's stay on movies. We'll go. To
That was my Kevin Smith awakening when I watched Clerks, Mallrats, Chasing Amy, Dogma, all those movies. I thought he was so cool. I remember when I saw Clerks for the first time. It was a movie that it just stuck in my brain because the one little TV spot that he could afford, because it was a very independent, very low budget in the 90s kind of movie. And it was a stupid joke that I don't know why it stuck in my head when the guy was complaining about coffee. He's like, "What do you mean?" This was before iced coffee was even a thing. He was like, "Oh, what do you mean there's no ice? You mean I got to drink this coffee hot?" And he was talking about how customers are so stupid like that, right? And I don't know why that joke stuck in my head to the point where I needed to rent this movie. So I rent the movie.
Yeah.
And then there was the scene where the guy finds out that his girlfriend, who claimed that she only been with 5 different guys, turned out that she's gone down on 37.
That might be worse.
And I just remember when he said, what was the joke? And it was like, it was a scene that I just kept rewinding over and over again when he said, damn it, it was about that. Well, anyway, it's just about that 37 joke. But there was a scene that I rewound for like 30 minutes straight laughing at that. But then that led into me becoming a fan of Kevin Smith. And when I saw Chasing Amy for the first time, there was a character on there who he was a black man who was pretending to be straight and like pro-black. I forgot his name, but the character's name. But I remember when he was talking about his comic book at a convention. And he was like, this whole speech was classic. For years, whenever an African-American character was introduced in the world of comic books, they were slapped with slave names that single them out as Negroes.
Damn.
But my book, White Hating Coon, don't have any of that bullshit. The hero's name is Maliqua. And then the second he would stop performance, well, it turned out he was a flaming gay dude. He was like, "Honey, I gotta do what I gotta do to sell the book." I like that. So those some 90s had some crazy. I was watching some crazy stuff back then. But when computer technology got better, I think when Toy Story was introduced, Pixar came from a commercial company that was only making those old Listerine. I know you remember those Listerine commercials when that Listerine bottle would be flipping through the jungle.
Oh, yeah.
That was Pixar.
Wow.
Really? That was Pixar.
I didn't know
that was before. Before Steve Jobs got introduced him to Disney and stuff. That was the first years of Pixar.
Shoot, really, man?
There was a bunch of stuff in the 90s. Yeah.
Man, the Lion King. That was one of my favorite movies. Oh, and the Goofy movie. Still my favorite Disney movie of
Still
all
talked
time.
about to this
They
day.
still talking about it on TikTok today.
Everybody talk about it. Yeah.
Well, what's his what was that the performer's name again?
Powerline.
Powerline. Yeah.
Most popular character right now.
They told him to write a simple song, like make it some simple. Like no, he went hard.
Oh, was floating in the air writing it.
Dude, he wrote some classic hits.
Man.
You gotta stand out
Above the crowd. Even if I gotta shout out loud, nobody's the only thing you see. Man, he wrote some deep for a goofy movie.
Yeah.
A movie that's supposed to be goofy. He wrote some deep, hard-hitting songs.
The Goofy movie is so golden, man. Because I like how it shows Goofy just being a single dad out here, man. They say we can't do it, but Goofy was doing it though.
Goof Troop?
Yeah.
Goof Troop? Yeah, that was a good
90s.
Freakazoid. There you go. That was another.
Freakazoid.
Yeah, Freak You. Freak of me. That one character, laugh with me. But I got us back on TV, my bad. What was that? You talking about movies?
I can talk about that all day, man. Freakazoid was so good. Like it was very like adult. Like a lot of like even like the movie, like the animated movies have very adult themes.
Like Beavis and Butthead. Beavis and Butthead do America. Yeah.
There goes the movie. Them laughs, man.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. In there.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. That's my stuff. I love
90s.
Absolutely. But so
Movies.
let me see. What's some other good movies from the 90s? Jurassic Park.
Oh
my God, I love Jurassic Park. I remember playing that game and the movie came out to rent. So I was playing the game, I was watching the movie, and my dog had puppies, so I had to stop. I was so sad. I was like, curse you, dog. I'm trying to play this game.
I remember that game. Speaking of game, that reminds me of NBA Jams.
He's on fire.
He's on fire. Yep.
Boom, shakalaka.
Oh my God, Terminator 2.
Oh yeah, that was.
They played the hell out there back in the day, man.
That was the movie.
God, that was the movie.
It was way superior to the first one, but
absolutely. And who would have thought that right now, like that movie is still relevant? Like it still looks really good for its time.
Mortal Kombat, bro.
Yeah, T-1000 is in Mortal Kombat. And
T-1000 was originally supposed to be the villain for the original Terminator movie, but he knew he didn't have the technology, so he had to make a regular robot. But he had that idea way in the 90s.
Now is in Mortal Kombat 1.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh, and Forrest Gump too.
Oh, 7 Academy Awards.
Classic, bro.
Come on, bro.
Classic.
Forrest was the hero of that movie. Who was the villain?
Jenny.
Every black man will remind you of that. That dirty, rotten,
she get passed around and want to come back when it's over.
When she got and then caught that disease.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess I won't sing that.
I'll tell you. Oh no!
You know how cool that movie was though, because it was. What was it? Is there a Mr. Gump? Mrs. Gump.
Oh yeah! And then when he was like, hey, man, boy, your mama really care about your education.
Oh my God!
And then he goes,
like, you don't talk much, do you, boy?
Yeah.
I mean, there was a bunch of classic movies that came out.
Forrest Run. I always hear that.
Friday. That was
man, y'all naming movies I'm about to say, man. Dang.
Yeah, Friday. Ultimate classic.
Oh my God. We were talking about the other day. Me and my coworker, we be talking about like the references on there. You know, especially like Next Friday. Because Next Friday was like 98, 99, right?
I think it's 99. Right before the I'll look it up for you.
All right, 99, but yeah, talking about Baby D. Talking about, man, she braids hair, take care of kids, and sell weed. The cops don't even know when to kick down the door.
Yeah, they don't know.
They don't know when to kick down the door.
She bought all the good snacks.
All the year 2000 snacks, all the bootleg snacks. She'll come to me the other day talking about, Day, man, they coming out with a new Twinkie.
Cupcake got a brand Twinkie got a brand new cupcake coming out.
You bite it in,
motherfucker.
Bad motherfucker. When you bite it in, cream shit on your mouth.
Glitter.
But then you whisper, fat bitch. Glitter. I was like, I cracked up when he said glitter. Oh man!
It's we gotta stop talking about it. It's 2000. But it was produced in the 90s. I guess.
Oh yeah.
I like the technicalities of that.
Yeah.
And oh my God, The Mask.
Oh wow! Yeah.
Jim Carrey.
Love that. I used to love that movie so much.
He was blowing up in the 90s, man. Ace Ventura. Yeah.
The Mask, Ace Ventura 2.
She has hemorrhoids.
If
Liar.
Oh no, that was the Ace Ventura. Remember when they
turned her around? If this is really a woman, then she's suffering from the worst case of hemorrhoids I've ever seen. mean,
I was like,
that's why Roger Predactor's dead. He found Captain
I did
Leaky.
not understand.
I didn't
what was
get it.
happening
I did not
until
get it
I got
either.
on. I was like,
I thought she really had hemorrhoids.
Well, she must have hair right. Here you go, right?
All the guys were like, all the guys that kissed her, wiping their tongue out.
I never understood that. I used to be afraid of him. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. That can happen to a person. But I understand that.
That also can happen to a person too.
I like the fact that Ray Finkel is getting so much love on TikTok now. Like, they'll show a picture of Ray Finkel like on the bench with his team. It says, "You're not a real football fan if you don't know who this man is."
Oh yeah,
like the greatest kicker alive. But Jim Carrey was the king of the '90s. For a long time. Thanks to A Living Color, the Wayans brothers.
Yeah,
and them.
Man, that's so many
giving them their roses
people
too.
came from that too.
Yeah, Jamie Foxx, J-Lo.
Yep.
Like I said,
Selena. My wife was an extra in that movie.
Really?
Movie, yeah.
What?
Hey, that's crazy.
So wait a minute, you and your wife, man, y'all some extras.
So y'all actors? Yeah, this is an
Background extra, the dancing part of it. Like,
I'm gonna go watch it. See if she's in there now.
She probably tell you. Can't even remember.
Minute, huh?
Right here.
53 minutes, 95 seconds, and I'm in. Speaking of Baby D, I'm in a movie that she was in. I was an extra.
Oh yeah, buddy.
We found it.
We watched it.
Well, Chad found it. Yeah.
You found that scene?
Oh yeah. That movie was ridiculous. I love the scene when
it was shooting.
They're shooting and nobody.
There was a freeze frame. You can see me for a split millisecond holding that shotgun.
Not hitting anybody. What's happening?
Yeah.
She just comes up like a ninja and then not.
Yeah.
They shoot like stormtroopers, bro. What the hell?
It's crazy.
I wish this was in the 90s so we could
talk about it. Yeah. What did we bring up? We said Jurassic Park.
Yeah, Jurassic Park.
Austin Powers.
Oh yeah, that started in the 90s. Yeah.
I used to watch that movie every day.
Oh man, which one? Spider Shake Me or the first one?
Both of them.
Which one's better?
Ooh.
Why
you do this to me?
If you,
I would have stayed the second one. The second one is just
it hits. It hits.
And the third one is
cool.
The third one's cool. It's not a bad movie.
It
but
don't hit the same.
Yeah. It is so funny because Beyonce was in there. Oh my God.
I'm a whole lot of woman.
Beyonce, y'all better leave me alone. Go watch the movie. You'll understand what I'm about to say.
Yeah, dog.
Beyonce is like, she's so like distinct. Her voice is so distinct. Like to me, you can't act in anything because I know that it's Beyonce.
Yeah.
Like your voice
takes you out.
Yeah. It's like she didn't want to like. It seemed like she didn't want to be like romantic with Mike Myers at all because they kissed at the very end.
Yeah.
It was just a little itty bitty like. And I'm like, I felt bad for him. He was like Super Mario. You did all this just to get that at the end?
Yeah.
Mario jumping over Goombas, stomping them out. Oh, Super Mario Brothers movie.
I was literally about to say, well, speaking of which, there you go. That movie was so bad, but it was one of my guilty pleasures, though. I loved it back then.
I've only seen that movie one time. Like, I remember watching it as a kid. I'm like,
you knew it was bad back then.
Yeah.
That ain't Cooper.
That ain't a Goomba. Yeah, but like 7 foot.
What was that, man? Like an alligator.
Yeah. With the big old shrunken head.
A bipedal alligator, bro. It was weird looking. What the fuck?
John Leguizamo was Luigi, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He was doing some movies back then too.
Oh yeah, he was in a lot of stuff back then.
Wasn't he the clown on Spawn?
Oh, yep.
Spawn is the 97. Spawn is 97.
That's why I brought it up.
Yeah,
Spawn was crazy.
That was some next level stuff.
Dude. I never seen anything like that. Like
at that time,
At the time, the way they did the CG.
That was some next level stuff.
Yeah, oh man, I love quoting that movie because John Leguizamo had a lot of good one-liners.
Yeah, he was funny.
On it. He's like, I guess that stupid train just hit you and those cars just kept running over you, huh? Just running over you. Like John Leguizamo to me carried with a good portion of that movie.
Of course.
Yeah. But I was a huge Spawn head back then. I got a bunch of his comic books. That was the first comic book collection I really was faithful to for a long time.
Wow.
The HBO animated series of Spawn in the 90s. Yeah.
That was a thing.
It was. At my age, I thought, well, when did it come out? Like, was it 94, 95? I was 15. In the 90s, they didn't give a damn about R-rated that much, like the way they did.
Nah, you can. You was able to watch anything. I told the story in the pod already, but my mom bought me South Park as a kid. I was watching the mess out of it.
And that was in 97.
Yeah, I was watching the mess out of it. I was like,
Oh my God, they killed Kenny. You bastard.
it's the greatest thing ever. And my mom's like, "Why you watch this? You bought it?
Like,
Yeah.
well, damn.
Uno reverse."
I learned it from you, Mom. Yeah.
Oh, Waterboy. That's a classic. Waterboy came out in 99. No,
Water
98.
sucks. Gatorade's better. And
What?
that look he gave up.
Use that.
Yeah. Don't get mad at me. Use it.
Use that. Like, water sucks. It really sucks.
Yeah. You're drinking the wrong water.
How you drink the water?
I remember thinking background hitting himself in the head, getting himself in and the quarterback was like, "Please don't hurt me."
Oh man, Adam Sandler had a run too in the night.
He was another dude that was doing good.
That in the early 2000s, 90s and early 2000s. Man.
Billy Madison, Waterboy, what was the golf one?
Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore. They're making a sequel to that on Netflix now.
Yeah, that's coming out. Oh shoot!
It's coming soon.
Why?
I think.
Yeah. What do you call it? Messing his name up.
You're like, why?
Wrestler, the dude, MJF. There you go. He's going. I think he's one of his sons on that movie.
Interesting.
Why not?
I may be in there.
Oh, now you cool because the wrestlers in there. Wow.
Yeah, that's my
No,
guy.
why not, man? I think they're gonna do good.
Yeah.
I mean, he gonna produce it. Yeah. He's a
But
funny
I ain't
dude.
gonna lie, like some of these new Adam Sandler movies,
They're not hitting.
gotta keep
They're
that
not
to
hitting.
yourself,
Dude.
Oh, I'm glad I missed him.
He needs to go back to drama, man. He needs to go for that Oscar. He can do it. He can do
Oh,
it.
absolutely.
When he does drama, he's underrated.
What was some of your guys? So okay, we're gonna talk about video games.
There you
go. Keep it in the back of your mind. But what were some of your favorite fads from the 90s? I'll go first. Tamagotchi.
It was a fad.
Why
we consider it a fad?
So basically,
what was hot then?
Yeah, what was hot then? Like Tamagotchi is one of my favorite
Giga Pets
things.
and Tamagotchis. Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking like what, Neo Geo or something like that. I was like, what are we talking about?
Yeah, you were
that was a deep cut.
No, I was saying, I was going
yeah.
to talk about video games and just keep it on your mind. But like,
But okay, what was like? What did we like? That was then and it was a fad. Like Dunkaroos, bro. Dunkaroos.
Hey.
Starter jackets, man.
There you go.
Yeah, you forgot about that, huh?
It's funny. I got a Dallas one right when they weren't popular anymore. There you go.
Boy, Trapper Keepers was something that was
Trapper Keepers were amazing. I still try to have me a little fake Trapper Keeper now.
Word.
Whatever Amazon be selling, I get something that I use it for work.
You do?
It's not a Trapper Keeper, but it's like Trapper Keepers.
I did have a couple of pogs, but I didn't care for them. I'm like, man, this ain't a video game. I want a video game. You know what I'm saying?
Man, it was like one of those things people were doing in school. So I was like, why not?
Right.
Yeah, I used to love like having like a Tamagotchi and Gigapet. Like,
Yeah.
those things were amazing.
Oh, the Gigapets.
A lot of dead bodies.
Like every time, because I mean, when I was in 5th grade, they told us not to bring them to school, and every time I come home to a dead Gigapet, I was pissed.
Yeah, I remember I had like a golden Gigapet. It was like some special edition thing. My mom got me. It was like a golden Gigapet. It was a dog.
Yeah.
I named him Fido because why not? And I came home because they said you could take him to school.
Right.
He had like all the poop and everything.
Yeah,
around him.
he's sick.
Then he just died. I was crying.
He cried.
And my mom was like, you can just start it over. Oh, okay.
No, you did. Throw it in the trash.
Have a burial.
Flush it down the toilet.
Small enough.
I remember that though. The kids were getting mad because they weren't allowed to bring them to school.
Yeah,
anymore.
we could bring them to school, dude.
That was a lot of toys.
Pokemon cards.
Oh,
Pokemon cards got- Yu-Gi-Oh cards got popular.
All those. I used to make the money.
Really?
Guys, I had so I told you I don't watch sports, right?
Right.
So I had a Michael Jordan like baseball card with like a special edition.
Oh, you sold that way too soon.
I didn't know. I didn't watch sports.
I know.
But like I think about it all the time because I was like, I could not be at work right now.
Right.
I could be at home.
You be kicking your own nuts every time.
That's like this.
That's like having the first the Superman comic book in good condition.
Man.
Kids didn't know. They
just didn't know.
They bought them for 10 cents, 5 cents. They crumple them up, put them in their back pocket.
They didn't
collecting
know.
comic books wasn't really a thing that much back then. That you didn't know.
That's why I
Hindsight.
got these Funkos.
Yeah, right. Oh, no. Just hold on, hug him. Oh my God. Oh shoot, because like even Cornette, he said he used to do that. They used to have him in barbershops. He said Jim Cornette. Yeah, he's like,
That was something I used to do a lot in the 90s too. Go to a barbershop.
no, that was the thing.
Me too.
Man, not anymore.
We're brothers. We're happy and we're singing and we're colors.
Give me a high five.
Hey, I just watched this video on TikTok the other day. It was like these Asian kids and they were like singing that song.
Oh wow!
Because they just like watched that show and they were just running around singing. It was the most hilarious thing I've ever seen.
I'm not bad at that though.
No, I'm not either. They're like little kids.
For the culture. For the culture.
Yeah, for the culture. You gotta do it for the culture.